When a woman is thinking about you sexually, she rarely comes out and says it directly. Instead, her body, eyes, and words reveal tiny clues that, if you know what to look for, can speak louder than anything she says out loud. These signs are often subconscious, which means she may not even realize she's giving them away. Sexual attraction isn't just about obvious flirting. It's a mix of subtle behaviors, voice changes, physical proximity, and the way she reacts to you. Today, we're going to explore the first 5 powerful signs that can reveal if she's fantasizing about you in a more intimate way. Remember, no single sign is absolute proof, but when several align, they paint a very clear picture. Number 1. Lingering eye contact with a flirty smile. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul. But when it comes to attraction, they can also be the clearest signal of desire. Lingering eye contact is one of the most powerful ways a woman can express her sexual interest without uttering a single word. This isn't the brief, polite glance you exchange with strangers or acquaintances. Instead, it's a gaze that lasts a fraction longer than what's socially necessary, often making the moment feel a bit more intimate. You might catch her looking at you across the room, and instead of quickly turning away, her eyes stay locked on yours. In that extended moment, she may give you a slow, almost knowing smile, the kind that suggests she's letting her imagination wander. A particularly telling sign is when her gaze briefly drops from your eyes to your lips and then returns. This quick downward glance is often a subconscious indication that she's thinking about kissing you, or at least imagining the possibility. You might also notice that she looks away with a shy grin or a slightly raised eyebrow, as if she's teasingly pulling back from revealing too much. This combination of holding the gaze and subtly breaking it is part of the silent push and pull of flirtation. Number 2. Subtle touches and physical proximity. When sexual attraction is present, a woman's body language often breaks the invisible, personal space barrier. This isn't about obvious, exaggerated gestures. It's about small, meaningful touches and positioning herself close enough for you to feel her presence. Human beings have a natural comfort zone, and we usually only allow people we trust or feel drawn to inside it. So if she's finding reasons to be closer than necessary, it's worth paying attention. It might start subtly. She stands next to you in a crowded space when there's plenty of room elsewhere, or she chooses the seat beside you instead of across the table. You may notice accidental brushes, her hand grazing your arm when passing something, her knee touching yours under the table, or her shoulder bumping yours as she leans in to laugh. If these touches happen once, they could be chance. But when they happen repeatedly, they're usually deliberate, even if she doesn't consciously realize she's doing it. Another sign is how she maintains proximity during conversation. If she leans in while you talk, holds that closeness, and doesn't step back even when there's space, it signals comfort and attraction. She might also engage in playful physical contact, a light shove, tapping your arm while making a point, or holding your hand briefly when making a joke. These little touches create moments of intimacy, making the interaction feel more personal and connected. Psychologically, touch is powerful because it increases oxytocin levels and can trigger feelings of warmth and desire. People rarely touch others they don't feel connected to, and when sexual attraction is involved, even casual touches can carry extra meaning. If you're talking and she rests her hand on your arm for emphasis, especially if she leaves it there for a second longer than necessary, she's likely signaling more than friendly interest. Number 3. Playing with her hair or lips. Self-touch gestures are a classic sign of attraction, often happening without conscious thought. When a woman is thinking about you sexually, she might begin to highlight her own sensual features, her hair and her lips, through small, repetitive movements. This isn't random fidgeting. It's a subtle form of self-presentation rooted in human mating behavior. Hair play can be one of the most telling signs. She might twirl a strand slowly between her fingers, flip her hair over her shoulder to expose her neck, or run her hands through it in a way that frames her face. These movements draw attention to her femininity and can be a subconscious way of grooming herself to appear more attractive. If she's maintaining eye contact while doing this, the signal becomes even stronger because it connects the sensual gesture directly to you. Her lips are another focal point. Lightly biting her lower lip, moistening her lips, or slowly applying lip balm when you're present are all ways that attention is drawn to one of the body's most sensual features. Lips are associated with intimacy and kissing, so these gestures can act as silent invitations or hints of what's on her mind. If she combines lip touching with a playful smile or a lingering gaze, it's almost impossible to ignore the sexual undertone. From a psychological perspective, these behaviors fall under what's called preening, small grooming actions that enhance physical appeal to someone we're attracted to. Just as a man might straighten his posture or adjust his shirt when a woman he likes walks in, women may unconsciously play with their hair or lips when they feel a spark. Number 4. Her voice changes around you. The human voice is an incredibly expressive tool, and it shifts subtly depending on emotion, mood, and attraction. When a woman is sexually interested in you, her voice often changes in ways she may not even notice. The most common change is a drop in pitch. Her voice becomes softer, slower, and slightly deeper, which gives her words a warmer, more intimate quality. This tonal shift can happen naturally as she relaxes and engages with you in a personal way. Studies show that both men and women unconsciously adjust their voices to sound more attractive to someone they're interested in. A slightly husky tone can feel more sensual, and a slower pace can make her words feel deliberate and private. You might also notice that she laughs more easily around you, and her laughter carries a warmth that feels genuine and unforced. Pay attention to how her voice sounds when you're alone compared to when you're in a group. If she speaks more softly when it's just the two of you, even in a noisy setting, it can be her way of drawing you into an intimate conversational bubble. She may also elongate certain words, add playful inflections, or let her sentences trail off suggestively, as if inviting you to fill in the blanks. Another sign is when she uses your name more than necessary. Saying someone's name in conversation builds connection, and if she pairs it with that warmer, softer tone, it adds a layer of intimacy. Her compliments may also sound different, slower, more personal, and infused with emotion rather than just casual friendliness. Number 5. Compliments with a suggestive twist. Compliments are common in friendly interactions, but when a woman is sexually interested, her compliments often carry a more personal, and sometimes flirtatious, edge. Instead of the generic "you look nice," she might say, "You look amazing in that shirt," or "You smell really good." These are targeted, sensory-based compliments that focus on physical aspects rather than just general appearance. Scent is a big one. Telling you that you smell good is not just about hygiene. Scent is deeply tied to attraction and memory. If she notices your cologne, or even your natural scent, it suggests she's paying closer attention to you than she would to just anyone. Comments about your body, whether it's your height, your hands, or how strong you look, can also carry a sexual undertone. Her tone when giving these compliments is key. A lingering smile, a raised eyebrow, or a slight pause before or after the words can change the meaning entirely. She might also frame compliments in a playful or teasing way, for example, "You're dangerous, you know that?" or "You're making it hard to concentrate." These statements may sound casual, but they carry a deeper implication. Psychologically, such compliments are a way of testing boundaries and gauging your response. If you respond positively, she may become bolder with her words. If you shy away, she might pull back to avoid making things awkward. This back-and-forth dance is part of the flirting process, where she drops hints and observes your reaction. While friendly compliments focus on being polite or encouraging, suggestive compliments are designed to spark a little tension, make you self-aware, and possibly get you thinking about her in the same way she's thinking about you. Sign number 5. She finds ways to compliment you. One of the sweetest signs that a girl has secret feelings for you is the way she slips compliments into conversations. Compliments may seem simple, but when they come from someone who is hiding affection, they carry a much deeper meaning. A girl who secretly likes you will often find creative and indirect ways to appreciate you. She may not say, "I love you," or "I have feelings for you," but her compliments will be her silent declaration. These compliments don't always come in grand forms. In fact, they are usually small, thoughtful remarks that reveal how much attention she pays to you. For example, she might say, "You always explain things so clearly," or "You have a good sense of humor," or even "You look nice today." On the surface, these might sound casual, but deep inside, they are her way of expressing admiration without making things obvious. Another way she compliments you is by noticing details about you that others ignore. Maybe she tells you, "I like the way you always stay calm," or "You're really good at motivating people." These types of compliments show that she doesn't just notice your appearance. She pays attention to your character, your habits, and the unique traits that make you who you are. A girl who remembers these things is clearly someone who values you on a deeper level. Sometimes her compliments come in playful forms. She may tease you lightly but still add a positive twist, like saying, "You always think you're so smart, but actually you really are." Or, "You act lazy sometimes but you get things done better than most people." These playful compliments allow her to appreciate you while keeping things light, so she doesn't risk revealing too much at once. Pay attention to the frequency of her compliments. A girl with secret feelings won't just give one compliment and stop. She'll find different ways to appreciate you regularly.